Hi there, crafty peeps. Enis here from Papercrafting with Enis, and I'm on today to share my Merry Christmas mini album that I put together as a design team project for Creating with Jovi. And you'll remember that Jovi is here on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and has her own Etsy shop, which is where you can pick up this gorgeous vintage Christmas paper collection. So yeah, if you'll remember last month, November, I did do a craft with me video on how to put together this mini album. It is not a complicated album, and there are a couple of features in here I do want to talk about, but we'll get to there in a few minutes. And I did promise that I was going to come on and show you how I decorate and layer everything inside of here, but with the Christmas holidays creeping up and other things I have going on, my time has just been gobbled away, and instead of doing that, I just finished the album up and I'm going to show it to you as a project share. So anyway, this album is 5x7, so it is smaller than the normal album I would do. It does have a 2-inch spine, and let me just get to talking about it. So I am using black cardstock as the base. I have a layering piece throughout the book of this beautiful red cardstock, and of course I have the paper collection added on top. I did use some shimmer spray all over the outside of the book just to give it a little bit of shabbiness and some shimmer and shine. I'm using some dewdrops from Double Click Connect, and I will have Carrie's shop linked down below if you're interested in purchasing those. I took a piece of the ephemera and I backed it up on some black cardstock and popped it up on some chipboard to give a little bit of dimension here. I'm using some flowers that I picked up from, I believe I got these from Peachy Cheap, and I want to say they're little birdie flowers, but I can't really remember for sure. My closure is this beautiful red crinkled seam binding from My Scrap Cabin, also on Etsy, and I will link that shop down below. And I had actually intended on putting the seam binding underneath the paper before I added the paper, but silly me, I got carried away with the decorating and I forgot to do that. So what I did instead was I used my Crop-A-Dile to punch 2 holes in the front cover and the back cover, and then I tied the seam binding through there, and I think it works out really, really well. So here is the side spine, and I didn't do any decorating on here other than the layering. I think it looks really, really pretty. And here is the back, more of the beautiful collection, also very pretty. And let's dive right inside. So I do have this tied in a little bow. Get that undone. And we're going to go through this page by page. So obviously I've got the beautiful collection on all of the pages. And this is just a simple pocket page. Okay, and instead of just gluing down the sides and the bottom, this actually has folded over sides and bottom so that you can have more room for tucking extra goodies in there. And throughout the book, you're going to see many of the cut aparts and tags from the collection. Some I backed on red cardstock, some I put on black, and actually this one is a little photo booklet. You can put photos in here, or you can write with a gel pen some journaling, or add some lined paper inside and journal on that. And then this one tag, I did add a little bit of that seam binding. I'm just going to tuck those in there. And this page is a flip up, flip down page. It's also very, very simple, and you can see the gorgeous paper collection on there. Oh, by the way, also, I wanted to mention about the paper. So what I did with the paper, besides reducing it and printing it 2 sheets to one 8.5 by 11 inch page, I also mirror imaged and I double printed all of the images. So you're going to see some of the images repeated throughout the book, but they're going to be mirrored and flipped over. Okay. So this one, I want you to note that the puppy's on this side, but later on we're going to see the same image and the puppy's going to be over here. So anyway, we're going to open this up and we're going to flip this down, and you'll see that I did leave the top and the bottom blank with just the red cardstock, and that can be filled up with photos, collage style. Here's another one of the gorgeous images. I love the vintage style of this. And here's another one of the beautiful images. Okay. And the next page here is another pocket page, and this pocket is done just like the one on the front inside cover, but I think this pocket is a little bit deeper. And this is a totally adorable page. Look at the gorgeous little girls out Christmas caroling. And here's some more cut aparts and tags. Okay, I think those are super cute. There's a ton in this collection, a ton. Okay, so now here is one of the pages I'm going to talk about a little bit. When I put this together in the first video, it was a pull-up page, okay? And we did the mechanisms in here in that video. But what I decided to do was add another layer of pull-out in here. So the top layer is this cute image here with the young lady. She's got a basket in one hand and I'm not, oh, maybe that's her hand muff there. I think that's what it is. And she might be on her way to church for Christmas church service. But I did layer this up and then I added some of my crinkled seam binding and you can use that as a pull to pull this up. Okay. And my original idea was just to put an image here or a place that you could put your own photo. And you can still do that. But what I did was I added an extra pull out. So this one pulls out as well. And this one also has the little seam binding there, so it makes it easier for pulling and pushing. And so what I did was I have my original mechanism here, and then I have another mechanism here. And I don't know if you'll recall how I did this before because I didn't finish the whole thing in the other video. So I'm going to quickly tell you what I did with that. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside and grab up a couple pieces of scrap paper. Okay, this is just scrap. It's not measured to any particular size, but what I'm going to tell you is if you're going to do a pull out sideways like this, for this one here, you're going to measure your page from end to end, okay? So let's say that this is the measurement for that. It's not, but we're going to pretend. Then you're going to add 1 inch to that measurement. So if this is 6.5, you're going to make this 7.5. Then you're going to go on your scoreboard and you're going to score a 1/2 inch on each end, and then you're going to fold those under. Okay, so that's part of the mechanism. Okay, then so your picture can slide back and forth, you're going to take another piece of paper, and ideally it would also be 1 inch wide. And if this is 1 inch wide, which it's not, then this piece of paper should be 3 inches long. And then what you're going to do is take your 1 inch by 3 inch to your scoreboard, and you're going to score at 1 1/8 and 2 1/4, and then you're going to fold on the score lines. Okay. And then what you'll do is you will add glue to one of the flaps and you'll close that up and just let it dry. Once it's dry, you're going to take your long piece and you are going to feed this piece through there. Okay, so that that can slide up and down. And then what you'll do is you will fold these back over, add glue, and glue that down on your page. Let's just pretend that I've done that. So what will happen is this is going to be able to slide up and down so that your picture can slide in and out. And then when you add your piece of cardstock with your paper on it, you're going to want to make sure that this piece, if you want it to pull out this way, then this piece needs to be pulled all the way to the left. If your page is going to pull from this side, you need this to be all the way to the right. And the same deal if it's going up and down. If you want to pull up, then the mechanism needs to be on the bottom. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your page, which you may or may not have decorated already. I would decorate it first. And you're going to make sure that's all the way to the end. And you're going to glue that on like that. That way, when it's dry, and like I said, I'm not gluing this, so I'm going to have to get up underneath here. When you pull this page out, that mechanism is going to slide with it. And it can only go as far as the fold on here. Okay? I hope that makes sense. And then when you go to push your page in, it's going to slide back in like that. So this should move freely along your strip of paper. So that's how you create this mechanism. Now, if you have any trouble with this, if you try it and you need help, feel free to contact me, email, Instagram, a note down in the comments down below, and I will be sure to check and see what you have to say. Now, my idea here is I did add design paper here, but you certainly could add your own photos there as well. So this would actually turn out to be a hidden photo slot. Now, one thing I do want to mention, because this has a top and a side slide, this can get a little bit stuck here. And if it does, all you need to do is just lift up slightly and push that underneath. And then everything slides back in place and there's your page. So I think that's really, really fun. And, you know, it's an easy thing to do. Very quick to put together, and it adds a lot of impact to your book. So on this page, we have another pocket page, and this is one of the images. This is one of the half sheet images. So there would have been a second image on this page, but I cut it off and I just used that beautiful little girl with the poinsettias. And here are a few more of the cut aparts. And this one is this one. Oh yeah, this one's a little booklet. Okay, some I did as booklets, some I just matted. And this one I think is a booklet as well. Okay, super cute little designs. And those are just going to get tucked in there. And this page is not decorated at all, but there's plenty of room here to add your photos. And please, whoever gets this album, please add photos to it. This will be a great journaling place. You can add extra ephemera or whatever you want to do there. And this is my twin pages. So here's the front. Here is the back page. And then we're going to open that up and you will see the twin pages. I tried to coordinate the pages so they all went together. And this image and this image are the same images, just mirrored. So you see how that worked out? I kind of wanted it to look like the town with all the people in town. I think that worked out really well. And feel free to add photos any place you want, or even create pockets and add little tuck spots. Awesome little thing there. And I love this picture. Here's our little Santa, and he is delivering packages in his little red truck. Okay. So cute. And this, by the way, is magnetized closed. And so this page has a belly band, and I'm going to pull this out and just give you a look at the images there. Very, very cute. And this actually was from a cutoff from a different image, and it is the other side of this church here. And this was from the mirrored image, and I thought it was kind of cool to line that up to make it look like a long church. I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, so I took the little girl image, so it's this one here, and I cut it down and I made a little folio, and that tucks in under the belly band. And I did do the layering pieces there. And inside the folio, I tucked in all the leftover pieces, all the ephemera, the pages, all the cut aparts, the tags, so that the recipient can further decorate with these or use them any way they like. And that just tucks here underneath the little flap. And here is more. I told you there is a ton in this collection. Oh, this is the other side of this image here. That goes right there. Okay. I thought all the pieces were great to use. And there's even some little stamps in there. There's some little circles in there. And there were also some cut apart cookies. So I just glued those on as a little bit of decoration, not too much. Because this is pretty chunky and I'm fitting it under that belly band. So it's a tight squeeze. Okay, so that's that. And then over here we have the gatefold page, and these are always fun pages. I went over how to create the doors on the gatefold, and all I did extra here besides adding the paper was I created this little flap here. And it, by the way, is magnetized closed. And what I did was I glued this piece down here, and I have a magnet underneath here, and I have a magnet behind this paper. So that will stay closed. So you can open that up. Oh, by the way, here's that other little puppy paper. I split this. This is one of the mirror images that I split from earlier. And you open that up, and then I do have some blank pages here for photos. You can add photos here as well. And I love this bird. This robin is just so gorgeous. Okay. And then here we have a waterfall. And this one I added another one of those little, I don't know what you want to call it. It's kind of like a closure strap, and it is magnetized as well, so it's going to hold your photos closed. And these are all set and ready to be for your photos. And then I just covered the base of this here with this beautiful image here. Okay. Oh, I do have to add some paper here. I forgot about that, so I'll make sure I do that as soon as I'm done with this video. And then here's the inside back cover. It is a little side pocket, like a little tuck spot. And here's a couple more of the pieces from the collection. This one I created as a tag. This one says Merry Christmas. And again, I'm using that bird. And I think I printed this bird page 3 times because I loved it so much. And there's the back. So there is the project completed for my November design team project for Creating with Jovi. So if you're interested in getting in the drawing to win this, you do need to add a comment below this video and go back and watch my unboxing video as well as the video where I created this album, because I could draw the winner from any of those 3 videos, okay? So please, please, please go back and watch those if you haven't and you're interested in this. I want you to have a fair chance, because I may not choose the winner from this video. I might choose it from one of the others. So you need to be 18 years or older. You need to be a subscriber or a frequent commenter on my channel. If you're not a subscriber and you do comment or watch my videos, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button so I can add you in as a crafty peep, and hit the little bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. And you need to have a U.S. mailing address if I didn't say that before. This is not sponsored by YouTube, Creating with Jovi, Etsy, or anyone else. It is a design team project that I created using her paper collection. And let me think, when will I draw the winner for this? Today, well, I'm recording this on the 13th, and it probably won't post until maybe the 15th. So I will draw the winner on December 22nd. And I will post a video December 22nd. So yeah, be sure to watch all the videos. I will have them linked down below, as well as Jovi's Etsy shop, Carrie's Dewdrop shop. Let me think. Anybody else I mentioned here? Oh, my scrap cabin as well for the crinkled seam binding. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this project. It was super fun. I'm sorry I didn't do it as a craft with me with the decorating. But like I said, time is getting away from me, so it was all I could do just to get it done. Oh, and I did want to mention one more thing. I am no longer going to be a full-time designer for Jovi. Beginning in January, I'm going to be a guest designer. So my projects are going to be hit and miss, so you have to watch for those. And I will continue to still do those as giveaways. So I did want to make that announcement. I just have such a busy schedule. I just, I don't have time for super big projects like this anymore. And I was really sorry to have to do that, but Jovi was very gracious and happy that I decided to stay on as a guest designer, and I'm thrilled that she would have me. So that's what I've got for you today. I am so happy that I got to finish this project and share it with you all. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a wonderful holiday season, and I will catch you on the next crafty video. See you later, crafty peeps. Bye.